The 50-30-20 rule can make a responsible person feel like a financial failure. It says half your pay should cover needs, 30% wants, and 20% your future. But what if rent alone takes 45%? Moving numbers on a screen cannot fix that. The rule is not useless. The danger is treating a starting template like law. Today, you will build a split around real life and learn which percentage should change first when the math will not fit. By the end of this video, you will know how to calculate your real percentages, replace the rigid rule with a flexible 4-part system, and adjust it for low, middle, or higher income. You will also see 3 complete salary examples. Stay to the end because one small adjustment can stop every future raise from becoming a more expensive lifestyle. Meet Alex. His monthly take-home pay is $3,000. He finds the 50-30-20 rule and feels hopeful. Then he calculates his numbers. Rent, basic utilities, groceries, necessary transport, insurance, and minimum debt payments total $2,100. His needs are already 70% of his pay. Alex cuts coffee, cancels entertainment, and still cannot make his needs equal 50%. He thinks he lacks discipline, but the real problem is not coffee. The rule is asking him to remove $600 from costs he cannot quickly change. Alex does not need a prettier pie chart. He needs a split that starts with reality and gives him a direction. The traditional rule divides take-home pay into 50% needs, 30% wants, and 20% savings or extra debt reduction. It is simple and useful as a first comparison. The problem begins when comparison becomes command. Housing, childcare, medical needs, transport, debt, and local prices differ. The latest Federal Reserve Household Survey found that 58% of US adults said price changes had worsened their finances. 16% had not paid every bill in full during the previous month. A percentage cannot lower rent or create missing income. It can reveal pressure. If needs are above 50%, that is information, not proof that you are careless. A useful budget must protect today and create a realistic path forward. Round numbers feel authoritative. 50, 30, and 20 look balanced, so your brain may accept them before checking whether they fit. The first number becomes the standard, even when your life is different. The words needs and wants can create shame. A parent may feel guilty because childcare pushes needs above 50%. Someone else may call every convenience a need because change feels uncomfortable. Both reactions hide the truth. Percentages are measurements, not moral grades. Your current split shows where money goes. Your target shows where you want it to go. The gap is something to solve gradually. That is why we need the real salary split. Real has 4 parts: real income, essential floor, advance your future, and lifestyle remainder. First, calculate real income. Use the money that reaches you after taxes and required payroll deductions, not the number in your job offer. If income changes, use a conservative estimate based on recent reliable income. Do not build commitments around your best month. Second, find your essential floor. Total costs required to keep life and work functioning: housing, basic utilities, groceries, necessary transport, insurance, childcare, essential medicine, and minimum debt payments. Divide that total by take-home income and multiply by 100. This is your needs percentage. Do not force it to equal 50. Third, choose how you will advance your future. This may include emergency savings, extra high-interest debt payments, retirement, investing, or another goal. 20% may suit some people, but not everyone. Choose an amount that keeps required bills current. A smaller, repeatable percentage creates a base you can improve. Priorities matter. A starter emergency cushion can reduce borrowing when something breaks. High-interest debt may deserve attention before extra investing. If your employer offers retirement matching, understand the rules and consider available matching money when affordable. Rules differ by country. Fourth, calculate the lifestyle remainder. Subtract essentials and future goals from 100%. What remains supports optional choices. Wants make a plan livable, but 30% is permission, not a requirement. If needs fall as income rises, do not automatically send the difference to lifestyle. Now write two ratios, your current split, perhaps 70-10-20, and your next realistic split, perhaps 68-12-20. You are not jumping from 70% needs to 50 in 1 month. You are choosing the next move. Read every real ratio in this order: essentials, future, then lifestyle. Review after a major income or cost change. The goal is not to worship a formula, it is to move toward more safety, less expensive debt, and greater freedom. Let us compare 3 households. These are illustrations, not universal recommendations. Alex brings home $3,000. Essentials are $2,100 or 70%. Forcing needs to 50% requires an impossible $600 cut. Instead, he uses $300 or 10% for future goals and $600 or 20% for lifestyle. His current split is 70-10-20. His next target may be 68-12-20. Maya brings home $5,000. Essentials are $2,750 or 55%. She directs $1,000 or 20% toward emergency savings, extra debt reduction, and long-term goals. The remaining $1,250 or 25% supports lifestyle. Her split is 55-20-25. Jordan brings home $8,000. Essentials are $3,200 or 40%. Jordan advances the future faster with $2,800 or 35%. Lifestyle receives $2,000 or 25%. The split is 40-35-25. Higher income does not require a larger lifestyle percentage. As breathing room grows, the future percentage can grow too. The best split protects essentials, makes progress, and survives real life. Mistake 1 is using gross salary. Build percentages from dependable take-home pay. Mistake 2 is hiding wants inside needs. A basic phone may be necessary. The newest phone may be an upgrade. Be honest without becoming cruel. Mistake 3 is forcing 20% into savings while missing required payments or creating overdrafts. Protect essentials, then build a sustainable future rate. Mistake 4 is calling minimum debt payments future progress. Minimums keep accounts current. Extra principal payments are what reduce expensive debt faster. Mistake 5 is cutting all enjoyment. A plan with no room for normal life may be abandoned. Finally, do not treat a high essential percentage as a personal failure. When required costs are greater than income, percentages cannot solve the shortfall. You may need structural changes, available benefits, additional income, creditor support, or qualified local guidance. Here is your action plan. 1. Write your dependable monthly take-home income. 2. Calculate recent essential costs. Include minimum debt payments but remove optional upgrades. 3. Divide essentials by take-home income and multiply by 100. 4. Choose a realistic future percentage. Give it one job, emergency cash, expensive debt, available employer matching, or another goal. 5. Give lifestyle what remains. If the result is negative, stop adjusting the chart. You have identified a cash flow problem needing a larger change. 6. Write your current and next splits. Improve one category by 1 or 2 points instead of designing a painful plan. 7. Decide where part of your next raise will go before lifestyle claims it. Review after 3 months. Keep what worked, correct what failed, and change the percentages when life changes. The 50-30-20 rule is a useful compass, but it is not a financial law. Start with real take-home income. Measure your essential floor. Choose a sustainable amount to advance your future. Let lifestyle use the remainder without automatically consuming every improvement. Your first split does not need to look impressive. It needs to be honest. Financial progress begins when percentages stop judging your past and start guiding your next decision. Calculate only your essential percentage today. Then comment with one range, below 50%, 50 to 65%, or above 65%. You never need to share your income. Subscribe for simple money systems and beginner-friendly financial math, and watch the next video to see what a small daily contribution could become over time. This video is for general education, not personal financial advice. Income, taxes, benefits, products, and financial risks vary by person and country.